Well, welcome back into Golden Sun softball as we are playing the second game of our doubleheader today. As the Golden Suns lost game one to the Oklahoma Baptist Bison, as the ranked top 25 Oklahoma Baptist Bison by the score of 2-0. And so we are almost set and ready to go for the second game of our doubleheader. And so we have in the circle for the Arkansas Tech Golden Suns, we have Ainsley Moore, who has been spectacular so far this year. She is actually undefeated on the year. First pitch of the game, and we are underway here at Chartwell's Women's Sports Complex. And that first pitch is a ball. Joined again by my right-hand man, Jonah, as he is getting ready and getting set for this second game of our doubleheader today. The 1-0 is hit sharply down the right field line, and that is foul. One major change that Coach Jones has done in the lineup and on the defensive side is that Aaliyah Dixon is in right field, and Victoria Hughes is behind the dish catching for Ansley as that's the battery that is in play here for the second game of our doubleheader. Here comes the 1-1 from Ansley. And that is called a ball outside. And the count runs to 2-1. Pretty much the same lineup as the previous game for the Oklahoma Baptist Bison, as they are coming in here at 35-10 and 21-4 in GAC play. That is hit sharply towards right field, or hit the Golden Suns dugout. And that is Kaylee Cook up to bat for the Bison. She's batting .371 after that game and OPS of .915. We are even the count at 2-2. And another beautiful weather day for softball here at Arkansas Tech University. And that is hit sharply at Ansley, and she's able to make the play, and that'll be the first out of the ball game.
A little jump scare there for Ainsley. Able to get that comebacker. Tie her first batter. Got Victoria Hughes and Aaliyah Dixon in now. Both 8 and 9 hole. They come in for Charlie Jackson and Lori, who neither of them picked up a hit or reached base in game one.
And that was hit sharply over to Riley, and that'll be the second out of the inning. That was Caitlin Kilgore, and that'll bring up Greenlee Wells to the box for the Bison. Okay. So we have, that would be 2 outs in the inning with nobody on. First pitch of the at-bat is called strike on the outside part of the plate. As Greenlee Wells is the most dangerous hitter of this Bison lineup, as she is hitting .459 on the year so far after that game, and a 1.736 OPS.
And the most impressive thing about her, she's slugging over 1 on the year.
That is,
you never see that.
That is incredible. That previous pitch was a ball. So the count now is 1-1. Here comes the pitch from Ansley, and that is hit softly towards Ansley, and that'll be the 1-2-3 inning at the top of the first inning as we head to the bottom half, as the score remains 0-0 between the Golden Suns and the Oklahoma Baptist Bison. This is Golden Sun softball. All right, welcome back to Golden Sun Softball as we head to the bottom half of the first inning here in the second game of our doubleheader. So, just like the Golden Suns with their battery, have a change of battery, the Oklahoma Baptist Bison have a change in their battery as J.C. Kellen, who is a freshman right-handed pitcher for the Bison, is pitching to Jesse Hull, who will be behind the plate, who is also a freshman. However, don't let the freshman tag fool you for this pitcher in the circle. First two pitches are balls. Count goes to 2-0. She has a 2.85 ERA and has pitched 108 innings and has 111 strikeouts. And Anna hits that pitch down the right field line, and that is foul. Just barely. She got all of that one. That was a hard hit ball. So, the top two pitchers of this pitching staff for the Bison have over 100 strikeouts on the year, which is pretty impressive.
Yeah, both of them average a strikeout an inning. Kellen comes into this one with a 12-4 record as well. Very impressive for a freshman.
And that pitch was inside there. Anna had to move out of the way a little bit for ball three. Let's just hope the Golden Suns can get some hard contact. And that one's some weak contact, and the second baseman moves back, and that'll be the first out of the inning as Anna got jammed there. So that'll bring up Aubrey Jones as the second hole hitter as she moves up from her usual 3 spot in the lineup. The center fielder, batting .363 on the year, and OPS of over 1, which is 1.134. So the first pitch was a ball, and that is a called strike on the outside part of the plate. Evens the count at 1.
It'd be big time for the Golden Suns to try to get to this OKBU bullpen. They only have around 50 innings pitched between 3 pitchers this year.
There was a bunt attempt on that one. However, Aubrey was able to pull it back in time and got a call ball. And that'll be ball 3. That was high and inside. I think one of the keys to this game is for the Golden Suns to strike first.
Yeah, they need to get that timely hitting with runners on, unlike game 1. They left a bunch of runners on base.
And that is a 5-pitch walk. So Aubrey will be on first, and that'll bring up Allie White, who did a superb job, even though she got the loss in the circle. She was only the Bison were only able to cross 2 runs in that game. This is the first game of our doubleheader today. She's the designated player in this game, as Coach Jones likes to use her bat in the lineup. She's batting .282 on the year so far, and she swings at that one and misses for strike 1.
Yeah, she brings some power to the table in that 3 spot now. Slugging .464 this year.
And that is high and outside for ball 2. Another point of notion, the designated player, Nichelle Marshall, is actually out at first base on defense this game. And that is through the 5-6 hole, and that'll be a single in the first hit of the game for the Golden Suns.
Yeah, Allie just finding the one weak spot in this defense through the 5-6 hole. Big spot here for Caroline Wilhelm. Now moved up into the 4 spot, cleanup. After that double late in the bottom of the 7th last game.
Yep, she sure did. And that put her at .286 average on the year so far. I will say this, J.C. Kellen for the Bison works very quickly in the circle, Jonah. There's not going to be much time for thinking with this pitcher.
Yeah, and she's always got a smile on her face, too. She loves it up there.
And that is a ground out to the third baseman and touches on the bag and throws across the diamond. That'll be a double play on the Golden Suns. So we remain scoreless heading into the top half of the second inning. This is Golden Sun softball.
Welcome to St. Mary's Regional Health System, your trusted healthcare partner in Russellville. Since 1925, we've grown alongside our community, providing compassionate care to generations. With advances in technology and a dedicated team, we continue to evolve, driven by our mission of making communities healthier. Thank you, Russellville, for allowing our family to care for yours. St. Mary's Regional Health System, making communities healthier.
All right, welcome back to Golden Sun softball as we are at the top half of the second inning in the second game of our doubleheader today. And so we will have Allie Ryan here up in the box for the Bison of Oklahoma Baptist. She is the one who started the double play last inning on the Golden Suns. First pitch to her is low from Ansley.
And that double play just goes to show what the Golden Suns have done so far in this series. Not being able to deliver when runners are on base.
Indeed, that has been the case so far, and that is fouled back for strike one. Although it was encouraging to see that hard contact from Allie White, as the previous game, all the contact was pretty soft when it came to the Golden Suns hitting. So here's the 1-1, and that is low for ball two. Ansley, when she is effective, is her drop ball is working for her. That's when she's at her best. Here's the 2-1, and that is weak contacted down the third baseline, and that'll be a foul ball, and that'll be strike two.
Yeah, it goes with the changeup there. Completely set off the timing for Allie Ryan. Way ahead of that one.
Wonder if she'll either throw a fastball or a rise ball to kind of speed her up and try to get the strikeout here.
That's what Allie White would do in game one, and she had success doing that.
So here comes the 2-2 from Ansley. And that is kind of what she did. However, it'll be the first hit of the ball game for the Bison, as it just went right over Destiny and the second baseman.
First baseman, number 25, Michelle Marshall.
Now that'll be Nichelle Marshall here up to bat for the Bison. As the sun starts to set here at Chartwell's Women's Sports Complex. But we do have a nice breeze going on too. Here's the first pitch. And that is called a ball from our home plate umpire. Let's see if the Golden Suns can turn two here with Michelle in the batter's box. There's 1-0, and that is called strike on the outside part of the plate.
Yeah, anything hit into the infield here would give them a chance at that double play.
Maya Curry and Destiny Madewell are the two middle infielders playing at double play depth so far. And that is low and inside for ball two.
Allie Ryan has yet to steal a base this year. She's actually been caught stealing twice. expect her to take off anytime soon.
I wouldn't either. Here comes the 2-1 from Ansley. And that is called a ball, which I guess it was low. That'll be ball 3. This really has been a picture-perfect day for softball so far for us here on the campus of Arkansas Tech University. And that is a 5-pitch walk for Nichelle. And that'll bring up Haley Hacker for the Bison. Let's see how Ansley does with traffic on the bases here for the Bison. There is nobody out with 2 runners on, and got a hitter's timeout. And as she steps back into the box, first pitch. Bunt is on. Drag bunt. Caroline fields it and throws to Destiny, and that it works to perfection for Haley Hacker as she sacrifices herself and gets the runners move up 60 feet.
Yeah, Haley Hacker with an awesome bunt there. Almost legged it out at first too, but an awesome play by Caroline Wilhelm. Stop, turn, and deliver a strike to Destiny Madewell covering the base.
And we're going to have a pinch runner come in here. I'm sorry to cut you off there, Jonah.
It'll be Ivy Walker. She pinch ran in game 1 as well.
Let's see. So there's going to be, there's going to be 1 out. So the Bison have options here with, Abby Laskowski up to bat here for the Oklahoma Baptist Bison, as she is the designated player for this game. She is batting .295 on the year. That is low from Ansley, and she said that's her bad. Tells Victoria that's her bad, and that's the first ball of the at-bat. And here comes the 1-0. And that is a called strike on the outside part of the plate. Evens the count at 1.
Ansley looks really determined up there. Trying not to give up her first run here in the second.
She does have 44 strikeouts on the year. And that is hit up the middle, and Destiny is not able to catch it and grip field it and cleanly, and that equates 2 runs for the Oklahoma Baptist Bison.
Yeah, Laskowski just puts that in a spot where Desi Madewell just can't quite get it. Made a diving attempt. Good strong throw from Aubrey Jones in center. Could have maybe got Ivy Walker.
And that fires up the Oklahoma Baptist faithful here. And that'll bring up Jesse Hull, the catcher behind the plate. A 2 RBI single. And that is a called ball by our home plate umpire. The freshman is batting .405 on the year and has an OPS of 1061. And that second pitch is a ball, and the Tech faithful here are bemoaning that call by the home plate umpire, and Tech's pitching coach will come out to talk to Ansley inside the circle. We'll be right back after the short break. This is Golden Sun Softball. All right, we are back after that short break from the meeting in the circle by the Tech's pitching coach. with Ansley and Victoria Hughes. Let's see if the meeting worked to get Ansley back on track here to throw a strike. As the count is 2-0 with one out with one runner on first. And that works to perfection as they get a called strike on that pitch. Also, Jesse Hull at the plate only has 7 strikeouts on the year so far. And that is high for ball 3.
Yeah, the freshman's been awesome whenever she's gotten the chance. Batting .405, 42 at-bats only this year, 17 hits, 11 RBIs, 5 extra base hits.
And she does take her walk. She's only got 7 walks, but very disciplined at the plate. And she gets another one there as that goes to Alexa Reyes. Brings Alexa Reyes up to the plate.
Left fielder number 7, Alexa Reyes.
Such a big game for both of these teams. Southern Arkansas now leads the conference 22-4. Oklahoma Baptist can tie them with a win in this game. And Arkansas Tech would fall 2 games behind the leader.
Huge matchup here for both teams, as you said, Jonah. And that is a called strike on the inside part of the plate there. Reyes was a thorn in the Golden Sun side last game as she caused havoc with her base running and being able to get on base. Here's the 0-1, and that is softly hit, and Caroline beats Reyes and gets the out. And that was pretty close.
At close play, Caroline charged that one and elected to go to the base instead of throwing to a base. So she gets the hitter Reyes out. Now it's 2nd and 3rd for the Bison.
And that'll bring up Kaylee Cook, the leadoff batter, back up to the plate. The sophomore. And that'll be a called strike at the bottom of the zone there, as the Golden Suns faithful here like that call from our home plate umpire. Here comes the 0-1 from Ansley, and that is outside for ball 1. Kaylee Cook lined out to Ansley in the circle, her first at bat of the game. And she was able to catch it. And that one's hit softly, and Dixon will allow that to fall, and we got a run down here with the Bison. And they are able to get her, and that'll plate another run, and so that will, let's see. Actually, no. My apologies. Or, yes. So, that'll plate another run. And the Golden Suns are down 3-0 as we head to the bottom half of the 2nd inning. This is Golden Sun softball.
Are you ready to get in on the action at Arkansas Tech? Join us for a campus tour and see firsthand why we're the perfect fit for you. Explore the state-of-the-art facilities, meet our friendly faculty and staff, and discover the vibrant student life that awaits. As a bonus, we are now giving bilingual tours in Spanish.
¿Te gustaría conocer el campus de Arkansas Tech? Contáctanos hoy y descubre por qué esta universidad es el lugar donde comienzan los sueños grandes. From our beautiful campus to our endless opportunities, there's something for everyone at ATU. Visit atu.edu/admissions to schedule your tour today and to start your journey to success.
All right, welcome back to Golden Sun softball as we are heading to the bottom half of the second inning. As the Bison of Oklahoma Baptist were able to score 3 runs in the top half of this inning. Let's see if the Golden Suns have an answer for it as Destiny Madewell steps into the box and gets a called strike on the first pitch.
And the DP for the Bison, Laskowski, comes into first base.
And I wonder if Michelle Marshall will be the DP for the Bison going forward. I wonder if that's Coach Brewer's thinking there. And Destiny fouls that pitch back for strike 2.
Looks like number 15, Ivy Walker, is warming up with her swing and bunts in the bullpen. Maybe she'll enter that DP spot.
Okay. All right. And that is outside for ball 2 on Destiny Madewell.
It's crucial
So-
for the Golden Suns to make some sort of an answer after that 3-run second. They need to get momentum back in their favor before this game gets out of hand.
Indeed they do, and Destiny fouls that one back towards the parking lot. And that'll be another possible insurance claim for somebody. Count evens at 2-2. And she softly hits that towards the second baseman. She makes the play on the first out of the inning.
Shortstop, number 11, Maya Curry.
So that'll bring up Maya Curry, the shortstop. She got knocked down from the 2-hole to the 6-hole in this lineup today. And she softly hits that one towards the shortstop, and she is unable to make the play because of Curry's speed. And was able to leg that one out.
Yeah, Greenlee Wells just tried to go a little too fast with that transition. Couldn't get it clean. Curry throwing her off with her speed, trying to speed up Wells. Is successful, and now they got their best runner on with Victoria Hughes at the plate.
And Victoria hits that one between the first and second baseman, and the Golden Suns have something cooking here in the bottom half of the second inning.
Yeah, they find themselves in this position a few times so far in this series. Now twice in this game. They just haven't had that timely hit to push across their first run.
What a big spot here for Riley Drake, the third baseman, the senior who's batting .261 on the year. And first pitch is a ball. And that is twice in 2 innings. Let's see if, like you said, Jonah, get a timely hit here to kind of respond to the Bison. Top half, and that is fouled as it hits batters around like a pinball. Back behind her. And that'll be even the count at 1. Here's the 1-1. And hit softly towards the first baseman, and she is unable to make the play at third, and everybody is safe.
First baseman Laskowski playing up. Goes with the decision to try to get the lead runner Curry at third, but Curry just way too fast. I think that was not the right play, but Golden Suns need to take advantage of this right now. This is where they have to strike. If they end this inning without a run, it's going to be detrimental to morale.
And they are, let's see, we're going to have a circle visit by Coach Brewer here. We'll be right back after this short break. This is Golden Sun Softball. All right, we are back after that circle visit by Coach Brewer with his pitcher and all of his infield. What you got here is a golden opportunity for the Golden Suns as we have ducks on every part of the pond here as Maya Curry steps into the box for the Golden Suns. And we also have a pinch runner for Victoria Hughes as Brindley Bancroft comes in and is running at second. First pitch to Dixon is a called strike on the outside part of the plate. And that previous play was ruled an error and not a hit. And that pitch there is a ball on the outside part of the plate. So just like the previous game where the Bison took advantage of the Golden Suns' mistakes, the Golden Suns need to do it here. And that is a called strike on Dixon on the outside part of the plate. And the pitch, and Dixon fouls that one back as she's going protect mode. Looks like they're trying to pitch away to her. Now Dixon does have speed, so even a ground ball in the infield is not an easy out. And she pops that one back, and that is over the left fielder, and Curry will score. And they are sending Bancroft, and that'll plate 2.
What a massive hit for Alea Dixon. Getting to start this game in the 9-hole, and what a moment for her. Bases loaded, double over the head of Reyes and left. She could not get a good read on that ball. She was twisting and turning the whole way. Bounced right in front of the wall. Stayed in play. That's a long single for Dixon, but a 2 RBI single, and they needed that.
And that turns out the lineup over to Anna Wakefield. Even though the left fielder there had her sunglasses, I think she lost it in the sun as the sun is setting here. And that is a hard hit ball, and that is caught by the second baseman. They tried to double up Riley and was unsuccessful, and that'll be only the second out of the inning.
Yeah, great job by Riley Drake to just freeze on that line drive and then going straight back to the base when she saw that Hacker made the play.
So that'll bring up Aubrey Jones here. And that first pitch to Aubrey is a called strike on the outside part of the plate as she lined out her first at bat. And that one's outside for ball 1. I will say, Jonah, this game they're getting much better contact, these Golden Suns hitters, as opposed to the previous game.
Yeah, they've had a lot more success with J.C. Kellen.
Yeah. And Aubrey calls time there. Here's a 1-1. And that is outside for ball 2. Aubrey is a very patient hitter and is a tough out, as she only has 23 strikeouts on the year. And that is strike 2 as she swings through that pitch. Evens the count at 2-2. And she lines that hard hit right at the shortstop, and that'll be the third out of the inning. That was a great response by the Golden Suns as they only trail the Oklahoma Baptist Bison by 1 run as the score is 3-2 as we head to the top of the third. This is Golden Suns softball.
You belong at a school that understands your needs. At Arkansas Tech University, you'll receive a personalized education designed with your interests in mind, offering over 150 degree options both online and in person, with classes taught by dedicated instructors committed to helping you succeed in your chosen field. Grow beyond your expectations. Apply today and discover why you belong at ATU.
All right, welcome back to Golden Sun softball as we head to the bottom half, or the top half, excuse me, of the third inning here. As number 12, Caitlin Kilgore, steps into the box for the Oklahoma Baptist Bison. That was a great response by the Golden Suns that last half inning. And she sharply hits that to Destiny, and she throws over the first, and that'll be the first out of the inning. So one pitch, one out.
Number 6, Greenlee Wells.
Yeah, it'd be great for the Golden Suns if they could have a 1-2-3 inning here. Keep that momentum on their side, on their bats.
That would be ideal. So that'll be bring up Greenlee Wells up to the box here for the Oklahoma Baptist Bison with one out with nobody on. And that first pitch from Ansley is inside for ball one.
Wells is 0 for 1 in this game. Grounded out to Ainsley in her first at-bat.
By far the most dangerous Bison hitter. Here's a 1-0. And that is low for ball two. And as Ansley texts her band, and the 2-0 is low and in there for ball three. Not ideal for Ansley here for a very much a hitter's count here against a dangerous hitter like Wells.
Wells has an impressive 56 walks this year.
And that is called as strike in there for strike one. I believe Wells was taken that whole way with that pitch. So here comes 3-1 from Ansley. And that is softly rolled over to Caroline, and she will do the 3 unassisted. And that'll be a big second out of the inning. So that'll bring up Allie Ryan, the third baseman.
Allie Ryan is 1 for 1 in this game. Had a single, scored one of them runs in the second inning.
Here's the first pitch, and low for ball one.
On deck will be Ivy Walker. She came in to pinch run in the second inning. Now in the DP spot.
So here's the 1-0, and that is softly hit down the third baseline. Coach Brewer is able to grab it there. Soft weak contact for the first strike. So count goes to 1-1. Ansley having to shield her eyes to see what pitch is being called. And gets a swinging strike two.
Big hack there from Ryan. Doesn't make contact with that one.
Let's see if Ansley can get the strikeout here and keep the momentum going for the Golden Suns with this pitch. Here's the 1-2. And fouls off, and we'll get one more pitch. I will say, even though that previous inning, Ansley allowed those 3 runs, she has come back firing on all cylinders at the moment. Here's another 1-2. And that is softly hit down the right field line and foul. That was cued off the end of the bat. And we'll have another 1-2 pitch here shortly. These are some pretty pretty good offenses, if all things considered, on both sides. And the 1-2. And that is also fouled back. Turning out to be a battle here between Allie Ryan and Ansley Moore with this at bat. We'll get another pitch here.
Ryan does have the most strikeouts of any Bison hitter in this lineup in this game at 28.
Here's the 1-2 again, and that is hit towards Riley, and she's able to throw over to Caroline, and that'll be a 1-2-3 inning as Ansley won that battle. As we head to the bottom of the third inning, the Golden Suns still trail the Bison 3-2. This is Golden Suns softball.
Arkansas Tech University has pathways to go to college beyond free and help cover the cost of your education. While other universities may claim a debt-free option via a special scholarship, ATU doesn't need a special scholarship to cover tuition and mandatory fees because we're already one of the most affordable universities in the state. Instead, ATU offers 5 pathways for graduating high school seniors to cover the cost of attending classes. And one of these 5 pathways could pay for you. Apply today at atu.edu/beyondfree.
All right, we are in the bottom half of the third inning as the Golden Suns are back up to bat with Allie White in the box against the Oklahoma Baptist Bison, trailing 3-2. And the first pitch is fouled back by Allie, as the Golden Suns had a 1-2-3 inning the last half inning. And it looks like J.C. Kellen is asking for a new ball. And she will get one.
Allie White is 1 for 1 in this game. Had a single in her first at bat. Got stranded at first.
She laced that one, and that will be an insurance claim as it hit one of the cars in the parking lot. And she laced that one. Let's see if she can time that up pretty good and maybe hit it out. And that one's outside from Kellen for the first ball of the at-bat. Let's see if the Golden Suns can take that momentum and continue it through this half inning here. Here's the 1-2, and she laces that one towards the batting cages, and that'll be another foul, and we'll get another pitch.
Golden Suns have had some barrels first time through the lineup against Kellen. Now second time through the lineup. See if they can keep that going.
They really have had. Oh, and Allie White swings at a super bad rise ball pitch, and she knows it. And that'll be the first out of the inning.
First baseman, number 12, Caroline Wilhelm.
And that'll bring up Caroline Wilhelm up to bat for the Golden Suns. And she laces that one towards the right field, and that is caught by the right fielder. And that'll be the second out of the inning. So one pitch and one pitch on that at bat with her out.
Nice play by Kilgore there in right field, battling the sun when she's ranging to the left.
And so that'll bring up Destiny Madewell. She has made some pretty incredible plays so far in these 2 games with her defense. That first pitch is foul and hits the fence. And the Bison are unable to catch it. Although she did allow one to get through in the previous game that ended up scoring some runs for the Bison. And that one's high for a ball 1.
And some of these rise balls are getting away from J.C. Kellen.
I wonder, it seems like, I wonder if that'll come into play when there's runners on base. That pitch is in there for a called strike on the inside part of the plate. Destiny kind of chuckles at that one. That would be, there's the 1-2, and that is outside for ball 2. Count evens at 2-2. If you're a Golden Suns fan, that would be ideal if one of those rise balls got away when you had runners on base. Here's the 2-2. And that one's fouled back. I was heading straight for you there, Jonah. Thankfully, there's a netting.
No, not phased at all.
We'll get another pitch here quickly. The 2-2 from Kellen, and that one's foul down the right field line as Abby Laskowski, who came in, was unable to make the catch there. Destiny will get one more pitch.
Great hustle there from Laskowski. Just can't come up with the play.
And Destiny softly hits that back towards the pitcher, and that's a 1-3 putout. And so we head to the top half of the fourth inning with the Golden Suns still trailing the Oklahoma Baptist Bison by 3-2. This is Golden Suns softball. All right, welcome back to Golden Sun Softball as we head to the top half of the fourth inning here at Chartwell's Women's Sports Complex on the campus of Arkansas Tech University. The Oklahoma Baptist Bison are ahead by 3-2, and the Bison had 3 runs on 3 hits with 1 error. The Golden Suns have 2 runs on 4 hits with no errors. So this will bring up the pinch runner that is the designated player is Ivy Walker for the Oklahoma Baptist Bison.
She's yet to have a hit this year. She has 19 at-bats. Scored 10 runs in those pinch hit opportunities. Has 2 RBIs, though, 2 walks, 2 strikeouts. Those 2 walks must have came on bases loaded if she has 2 RBIs.
All righty.
It's pretty impressive.
That is pretty impressive without having a hit so far this year. First pitch was a ball, and Ansley throws that one, and that is ball 2. It looks like, Ivy is a very patient hitter, even though she doesn't have a hit this year so far at this at bat. Here's the 2-0. And that is a called strike on the inside part of the plate.
Yeah, it seems like the freshman just wanted to see a strike before she lifts the bat off her shoulders.
Maya Curry giving Ansley some encouragement in the circle there after that pitch. Here comes the 2-1. And that's a swinging strike 2. As Ansley was able to do that drop ball very effectively against Ivy. Count evens at 2-2. Here's the 2-2. And she gets the swinging strike 3, Ansley does. And that'll be the first out of the inning. So that'll bring up Haley Hacker, the second baseman sophomore, who has already 0 for 1 for today against Ansley. The first pitch is low for ball 1. And Ansley gets her sign. Here's the 1-0. And that is she went around even though she checked her swing for strike 1. Evens the count at 1 with 1 out and nobody on. Here's the 1-1. And that is softly hit towards center field, and Aubrey comes in and makes the catch for the second out of the inning. And so that will bring up
First baseman, number 18,
Abby
Laskowski.
Laskowski, who is now the first baseman after Coach Brewer took out Nichelle Marshall.
Laskowski's 1 for 1 in this game. Had a single in the second, ended up scoring.
Part of that 3-run second inning. And that is low for ball 1. It's almost like Ansley's saying or to the umpire, how low do you go on that drop ball that she has. Here's the 1-0. And gets a called strike at the bottom of the zone with that call. Evens the count at 1 against Laskowski with 2 outs and nobody on base. Here's the 1-1. And that is low and outside for ball 2. As the sun starts to set here, as the lights are coming on at the field here at Arkansas Tech. Ground out to Maya Curry, the shortstop, and that'll be another 1-2-3 inning for the Golden Suns. As we head to the bottom half of the 4th inning, the Oklahoma Baptist Bison still lead the Golden Suns 3-2. This is Golden Suns softball.
Welcome to St. Mary's Regional Health System, your trusted healthcare partner in Russellville. Since 1925, we've grown alongside our community, providing compassionate care to generations. With advances in technology and a dedicated team, we continue to evolve, driven by our mission of making communities healthier. Thank you, Russellville, for allowing our family to care for yours. St. Mary's Regional Health System, making communities healthier.
All right, welcome back to Golden Sun Softball as we are back here at Chartwell's Women's Sports Complex on the campus of Arkansas Tech University. Second game of a doubleheader between the Golden Suns of Arkansas Tech University and the Bison of Oklahoma Baptist, as we are in the bottom half of the 4th inning, as the Oklahoma Baptist Bison re-enter Nichelle Marshall there at first base, as there are so there's a little bit of confusion with the re-entry of Nichelle, and I believe we got it all sorted out here as the music still is pumping through the for the speakers here, and we're about ready to get started with this bottom half of the fourth as Maya Curry comes up to bat for the Golden Suns. So it'll be the 6, 7, and 8 hitter this inning against Kellen in the circle as the sun sets here, and the lights have started to come on the field. And the first pitch to Curry on this at bat is a ball.
Curry's 1 for 1 against Kellen in this game. Had a single, ended up scoring one of those 2 runs in the second inning for the Golden Suns.
And she swings through that pitch for strike 1. And the Bison third baseman's playing up as she understands Curry's speed. And that's a foul ball. Came off the end of the bat there. And that'll be strike 2. And that is outside for ball 2. And there is if you're not here, there's a very, very pretty sunset here. Almost like you're on a Hawaiian island. And Curry swings through that one, and that'll be a strikeout for the first out of the inning. So that'll bring up Victoria Hughes,
Catcher number 21, Victoria Hughes.
the catcher for the Golden Suns this game, as she had a single her last at bat.
Got stranded on second, though.
And Kellen is still having trouble with that rise ball at the top of the zone there. And that's first pitch is a ball. And here's a 1-0. And inside for strike 1 against Victoria. And Victoria fouls that one back to the screen, and that'll be strike 2. Golden Suns just we're only down 1, but here's the pitch, and that one's softly hit, and she go to the second baseman, and that'll be the second out of the inning. As that pitch was kind of cued off the bat there.
Third baseman number 10, Riley Drake.
So that'll bring up a Riley Drake to the box for the Golden Suns.
And both pitchers have really settled in after their second inning blemishes.
And first pitch swinging is Riley, and the shortstop makes the charge over and throws out Riley at first, and that'll be the third out. Another 1-2-3 inning. As we head to the top of the 5th inning, the Golden Suns still trail the Oklahoma Baptist Bison by 3 runs to 2. This is Golden Sun softball.
Are you ready to get in on the action at Arkansas Tech? Join us for a campus tour and see firsthand why we're the perfect fit for you. Explore the state-of-the-art facilities, meet our friendly faculty and staff, and discover the vibrant student life that awaits. As a bonus, we are now giving bilingual tours in Spanish.
¿Te gustaría conocer el campus de Arkansas Tech? Contáctanos hoy y descubre por qué esta universidad es el lugar donde comienzan los sueños grandes. From our beautiful campus to our endless opportunities, there's something for everyone at ATU. Visit atu.edu/admissions to schedule your tour today and to start your journey to success.
So we are back with Golden Sun softball here in the top half of the 5th inning. Jesse Hull steps into the box for the Oklahoma Baptist Bison as she was walked her last plate appearance. she was stranded at second. And that is first pitch ball from Ainsley Moore.
Yeah, it's been 2 straight innings of 3 up, 3 down for both these teams. Don't expect that to continue.
I would not either, especially with the type of offenses that these two teams possess. That is a called strike on that pitch towards the outside part of the plate at the bottom of the zone.
And just solely because of how much this game means to both of these teams, they're going to try their hardest to grind this one out.
Absolutely. Here's the 1-1. And that is low, hits the turf for ball 2. Here comes the 2-1 from Ainsley. And that is inside for ball 3.
And that drop ball started right at Hull's elbow. Got a flinch out of her. A little too far inside for Ainsley.
See what pitching coach for the Golden Suns tells Ainsley on this pitch. And that is shot down the left field line. Foul. As Jesse gets a hold of that one, he makes the count full. As she goes, so going to protect mode with 2 strikes, or trying to get a hit with the payoff pitch. And here comes the payoff pitch. And that is hit towards the right field, and Dixon is there, and she makes the catch. Not an easy play for the right fielder, but with her speed, she was able to get it.
Yeah, not much drops in right field when Aaliyah Dixon is out there. She's got range to cover all parts of right field.
So that'll bring up Alexa Reyes up to bat.
She's 0 for 1 in this game.
For the Bison.
Grounded out to first base last time she was up.
First pitch to her is a ball high. One of the rare up in the zone, at the top of the zone, pitches that Ainsley pitches. Here's the 1-0. And that is softly hit toward Riley. And she is able to make the catch and throw across the diamond and get Reyes out, even with her speed.
Yeah, not an easy play just because of Reyes' speed. She almost legged that one out, but a good strong throw from Riley Drake gets her.
So they're going to bring up Kaylee Cook again at the top of the lineup with nobody on base with 2 outs. As
Cook is 1 for 2 in this game. Had a single the last time she was up.
And it looks like she also got an RBI as well the last time she was up. First pitch to her was a ball from Ainsley. And the 1-0 is low for ball 2. And Cook only has, and that is sharply hit, and Caroline Wilhelm does not flinch and makes the catch for the 3rd out of the inning. Well, another 1-2-3 inning as we head to the bottom of the half of the 5th. The Golden Suns still trail the Bison of Oklahoma Baptist 3-2. This is Golden Sun softball.
You belong at a school that understands your needs. At Arkansas Tech University, you'll receive a personalized education designed with your interests in mind, offering over 150 degree options both online and in person. with classes taught by dedicated instructors committed to helping you succeed in your chosen field. Grow beyond your expectations. Apply today and discover why you belong at ATU.
All right, welcome back to Golden Sun softball as we head to the bottom half of the 5th inning here. Golden Sun still trail the Oklahoma Baptist Bison by 3 runs to 2. There's Dixon on the first pitch, hits towards the third baseman. However, she is thrown out for the first out of the inning. And that'll turn the lineup over to Anna Winkfield.
Anna Winkfield.
Not an ideal start by Dixon with that 1 pitch, 1 out to start this half inning. First pitch at this at bat to Anna is a called strike on the inside part of the plate from Kellen.
Anna Wingfield is 0 for 2 against Kellen in this game. Had liners to second both times, now ground out to third.
And that was some weak contact as well. She kind of went golfing for that one at the bottom part of the zone. So that'll bring up Aubrey Jones,
Aubrey Jones.
the center fielder.
There's been no offense on both sides these past few innings, but the Golden Sun still just one swing away from tying this one up in a crucial game too.
They really are. First pitch to Aubrey is a called strike on the outside part of the plate from Kellen. And that is a high and outside rise ball for ball 1. However, I would rather, instead of someone trying to make a grand play, just pass the bat down the order. Try to manufacture a run. That pitch is inside for ball 2. As Aubrey has a good eye for her zone. And that is in there for ball 3. We'll see if Kellen walks Aubrey. Aubrey will gladly take her walks. And she laces that one towards left field, and the left fielder gets under it and is able to make the play for the final out of the inning. Another 1-2-3 inning for the Golden Suns. As we head to the top half of the 6th inning, as the score remains 3-2 Oklahoma Baptist. This is Golden Sun softball.
Arkansas Tech University has pathways to go to college beyond free and help cover the cost of your education. While other universities may claim a debt-free option via a special scholarship, ATU doesn't need a special scholarship to cover tuition and mandatory fees because we're already one of the most affordable universities in the state. Instead, ATU offers 5 pathways for graduating high school seniors to cover the cost of attending classes. And one of these 5 pathways could pay for you. Apply today at atu.edu/beyondfree.
All right, welcome back to Golden Sun softball as we head to the top half of the 6th inning here. As we get to Caitlin Kilgore in the box for the Bison. As the Golden Sun still trail the Oklahoma Baptist Bison 3 runs to 2. And Kilgore tries to lay down the bunt and unsuccessful. And that'll be strike 1.
I even think if she got that bunt down, I don't know if she would have made it safely to first. Caroline Wilhelm and Riley Drake both charging hard.
Here's the 0-1 from Ansley. And that's a swinging strike 2 from Kilgore. Ansley and Kellen have really locked in here lately after that second inning blunder by both of them. Putting up goose eggs so far. And that one's sharply hit. And what a diving stop by Kara White Wilhelm. Incredible play there.
Few hot shots coming her way these past couple innings.
They normally say the third base is the hot corner. I'd argue that the first base is as well. Especially with those two plays that Caroline has made this game. So that'll bring up Greenlee Wells, the shortstop for the Bison. First pitch to her is rolled over down the right field line, foul. And so that'll be strike one as she's able to get weak contact on it against Ansley. The Golden Suns have had hard hit balls this game against Kellen. However, that pitch is out for ball one. They've just been hit right at Bison fielders. It just seems that they can't put them where the Bison fielders are not so far in this game. About the same thing with the Oklahoma Baptist hitters, and that's softly hit pop up, and Arbor Jones makes the catch in center field, and that'll be the second out of the inning. A huge out, and so that'll bring up Allie Ryan.
Greenlee Wells has some impressive power. She did not hit that ball well, but sends a skyscraper out into center.
She sure does. So nobody on with two outs. See if Ansley can put up another zero for her team here. And that one's sharply hit, and Curry tries to make the diving stop and unsuccessful, and that'll be another hit for the Bison as Michelle Marshall comes up to bat again for the Bison.
That's Allie Ryan's second hit in this game. She's 2 for 3 now.
First baseman, number 25, Michelle Marshall.
Be a nice game for her so far. As
Michelle Marshall walked in her first plate appearance. That was in the second inning. She got pinch ran for. Then at second.
First pitch to her is a called strike. As it's an 0-1 count. Ansley here comes and is outside for ball one. I don't know if Victoria Hughes is anything like Charlie. Charlie will do the back pick at a moment's notice. Here's the 1-1. And that is hit softly. And Anna comes with the sliding catch. And that'll be the third out of the inning. So we head to the bottom half of the sixth with a score still 3-2 in favor of the Oklahoma Baptist Bison. This is Golden Sun Softball. All right, welcome back to Golden Sun Softball as we are at the bottom half of the sixth inning. See if we can get another Golden Sun miracle here as Allie White steps into the box for the Golden Suns as they are down to their final 6 outs. First pitch to Allie is a ball low and inside from Kellen.
White is 1 for 2 in this game. Had a single in her first plate appearance, struck out in her last.
Yeah, she struck out on that bad rise ball, and she knew it as soon as she swung through the pitch. And so she's a bit more choosy with this at bat so far, and that'll be another ball as she's already in a hitter's count at 2-0.
A big opportunity for her to redeem herself and be the first runner on.
And hits that pop up, and the center fielder makes the catch in right center field, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
That was well hit, but just a little bit too far under it. Kaylee Cook able to range over and make the easy play.
Indeed. So that'll bring up Caroline Wilhelm up to bat for the Golden Suns. And she tries to lay down the bunt, unsuccessful, and that'll be a first pitch ball as she laid off of it in time. Here's a 1-0. Laces that to right center field, and the right fielder will make the catch. And that'll be the second out of the inning.
Caroline ran into a barrel there now, but just, again, got a little bit too far under it. Kilgore making the play in right field.
So that'll bring up Destiny Madewell here for the Golden Suns. It almost seems like, Jonah, that these hitters are pressing just slightly. And that's a first pitch swinging strike. That's just my observation on the matter. Maybe they're trying to do way too much. I don't know if it's because Kellen is the pace that she's pitching at, or if they know that it's in the late innings here. So that'll be the second pitch will be a ball in the outside part of the plate. Here's 1-1, and that'll be high and inside for ball 2. Golden Suns just need to wait on their pitch. Here's a 2-1, and that is a called strike on the outside part of the plate, and that'll even the count at 2-2.
Kellen working pretty fast by the time Madewell lifted her head up. Kellen was already in her motion.
And Destiny fouls that one back, and she will earn another pitch from Kellen.
When a pitcher works fast like that, it not only speeds up the hitter, but it speeds up their decision making, which can lead to blunders.
Absolutely. And that is a high pitch for ball 3, so that runs the count full at 3-2. Much better at bat from the Golden Suns here with Destiny. And she hits that sharply right back to the pitcher, and they are unable to make the play as Destiny was able to leg that one out.
Pretty impressive that J.C. Kellen almost got the out on Madewell at first base. Kind of put her head down, stuck her glove up, got a piece of that line shot.
And Coach Bird kind of walked halfway out to talk to his team. As there's still a player meeting, and the home plate umpire will break up the meeting here. And it looks like Coach Jones is going to do something here as we're going to pinch run for Destiny.
It'll be number 20, Lexi Gunner, entering the game.
All righty.
Curry is 1 for 2 in this game. Had a single in her first plate appearance. Ended up scoring one of those runs and struck out in her second plate appearance.
And she's definitely not an easy out with her speed if she hits one in the infield. And that is first pitch ball to Curry.
I think Curry was half expecting the umpire to call that a strike. Give him a long look on that one.
I would not argue if it went your way. That's just me personally. And that one is a called strike. And Curry thought that was a ball. So the count evens at 1-1. And in the 1-1, and it's high and outside for ball 2. I definitely feel like that with Kellen, like you said, with her, the speed at which she pitches, that is causing some issues. And so that one's hit straight to the shortstop, and that'll be the final out of the inning. Still, our score is 3-2 as we head to the top half of the 7th inning with Golden Sun softball. All right, welcome back to Golden Sun softball as we head to the top half of the 7th inning here at Chartwell's Women's Sports Complex. The Golden Sun still trail the Oklahoma Baptist Bison by 3-2 as Haley Hacker steps into the box for the Bison of the Oklahoma Baptist. As the Golden Suns try to make it a 1-2-3 inning. First pitch from Ansley is rolled over to Destiny Madewell, and she throws over to Caroline, and that'll be the first out of the inning. And that'll bring up Abby Laskowski.
Laskowski's 1 for 2 in this game.
So that's a nice start to the inning from Ansley Moore.
Abby Laskowski.
Ansley, looks like there was a bug around her face, but she throws ball 1 low and outside. As we are waiting on the sign here. Here's the 1-0, and that is high and outside for ball 2. It seems like the bugs are out in full force here at Chartwell's Women's Sports Complex on the campus of Arkansas Tech University. Here comes 2-0 from Ansley. And that is outside, and Ansley kind of chuckles at that one. She thought she had that one, as that is now the count goes to 3-0. See if Ansley can throw a strike here. And she does. Laskowski thought she had a 4-pitch walk there.
Yeah, just completely gave up on that fastball at the top of the zone. Definitely there. Good pitch by Ansley.
See if Ansley can battle back again and get a second strike. Here's the 3-1. And that one's fouled back, and she does. And the count runs full. We'll get a payoff pitch here soon. as her teammates fire her up in the circle. Give her a little glove bump. And Ansley calls time as she was dealing with the bugs again. Here's the playoff pitch, and that is shot softly hit, and Caroline makes the catch at first base. And that'll be the second out of the inning.
Yeah, and if Caroline wasn't going to make that play, Destiny Madewell was. She was right behind Caroline, almost catching her when she was landing from her jump.
And so Jesse Hull will step into the box for the Oklahoma Baptist Bison. With nobody on, with 2 outs. First pitch is a called strike on the outside bottom of the zone. And Jesse is over 2 today with a walk with her first plate appearance. And that is low and outside for ball 1. My apologies. Count evens at 1-1. And here's the 1-1 from Ansley. And that is a called strike. 2 from our home plate umpire.
That's the second time that she's got Jesse Hull to flinch at inside drop balls. Maybe she goes back to it here.
If it ain't broke, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. See if she does here. 1-2. And gets a called strike 3 with Lexi Hull, and that's exactly what she does. With the third out of the inning, that's another 1-2-3 inning from Ansley Moore. And she gives her teammates a fighting chance in the bottom half of the 7th inning with the score still 3-2 with the Oklahoma Baptist Bison leading. This is Golden Sun Softball.
Are you ready to get in on the action at Arkansas Tech? Join us for a campus tour and see firsthand why we're the perfect fit for you. Explore the state-of-the-art facilities, meet our friendly faculty and staff, and discover the vibrant student life that awaits. As a bonus, we are now giving bilingual tours in Spanish.
¿Te gustaría conocer el campus de Arkansas Tech? Contáctanos hoy y descubre por qué esta universidad es el lugar donde comienzan los sueños grandes. From our beautiful campus to our endless opportunities, there's something for everyone at ATU. Visit atu.edu/admissions to schedule your tour today and to start your journey to success.
All right, welcome back to Golden Sun Softball as we head to the bottom half of the 7th inning. As Victoria Hughes steps into the batter's box. Golden Suns are still down 3-2. With good thing is that one swing can tie the game and send it to extras. And although we would like a Golden Suns walk-off win, that pitch is fouled off for strike 1 for Kellen.
Kaylee Davis comes in at second base for the Bison. Defensive replacement.
She does. And here's the 1-1 from Kellen. And that is caught by the right fielder. I thought that was going to get down for a hit for Victoria, and it does not.
Yeah, good piece of hitting there from Hughes, going the opposite way with that pitch. Almost dropped it in front of Kilgore, but not quite.
So that'll bring up Riley Drake for the Golden Suns. The Golden Suns had out-hit the Bison of Oklahoma Baptist 5-4. However, has not translated into the run column. First pitch to Riley is a ball. And that is a called strike. As Riley thought she had held up her swing there. It was still a called strike anyway. Here's the 1-1. And that is high and outside for ball 2. Pretty decent crowd here for this last half inning. And it is upstairs for ball 3.
Yeah, we got the baseball team here. We got some older fans here. We got some softball alumni. Everybody's here.
And part of the football team, too. Here's the 3-1. And that is a walk. So that will put the tying run aboard. And that'll bring up not Maya Curry, Aaliyah Dixon. And so Riley gets pinch ran for.
That'll be Abby Laurie, pinch running for Riley Drake.
So, and then that'll bring up Aaliyah Dixon here to bat.
Aaliyah is 1 for 2 in this game. Certainly has the power to end this game with 1 swing.
And Destiny leading the Rally Cap roller coaster in the dugout for the pause in the action. As got our, would it be rally visors? Is that what you call it? Since the softball players wear visors?
Would be the rally visors.
All right. That's what I'm talking about. So here's Dixon in the box. And that is high and outside for ball 1. Dixon represents the winning run here.
Yeah, let's see if J.C. Kellen can keep her control here in such a big moment.
And Dixon swings through that pitch for strike 1.
Dixon does have 6 home runs on the year. Her 7th could be a massive one.
Absolutely. And the bunt was on as trying to play a little bit of small ball here. As that is high and outside for ball 2. As the third baseman, Allie Ryan, was playing in for the Bison. Ready for the bunt. And bunt is on. The pitcher fields it, and Dixon is safe.
What incredible speed from Alea Dixon. It wasn't even a play for J.C. Kellen, and she fielded that ball so quickly and had a good throw.
So that'll bring out Coach Brewer into the circle here for the Bison as he talks to his pitcher, Kellen, in the infield. To talk strategy with 2 runners on, and Anna Winkfield up to bat with only 1 out.
Something that could be very beneficial for the Golden Suns, but could be risky, is a double steal here, especially with a righty hitter. It'll be tough for the catcher, Jesse Holt, to throw out Abby Laurie at third base, or even Alea Dixon at second with the back door. But that would have runners on second and third with 1 out, and Anna would just have to hit that ball into the outfield to score the tying run.
And crowd's getting real lively here, Jonah, as we get in this tense moment here. And Anna tried to offer a bunt and call a strike at the bottom of the zone. Anna does have, 8 home runs, tied with Aubrey Jones for the team lead in home runs. She was swinging for the fences with that swing. Quaker goes down 0-2. Got a super lively crowd here at Chartwell's Women's Sports Complex. Here's the 0-2. And gets a called strike 3 on the outside part of the plate, does Kellen. And that'll bring up Aubrey Jones.
Yeah, and that pitch was there too. J.C. Kellen just decided to go straight at Anna Wingfield in that 0-2 count, not doing any waste pitches.
And the crowd gets even louder here with Aubrey up to bat. And she was swinging for the fences with that first pitch.
Such a big moment for both of these teams. Both of them trying to fight for that first place finish here in the GAC regular season.
Absolutely, and she quickly goes down 0-2 with that foul ball. Just need to, if not, just need to possibly try not to do too much here. And that ball is outside for ball one. So the count goes quickly to 1-2. 1-2 with 2 outs, runners on first and second. And that is high and inside for ball 2, so that evens the count at 2-2. This is kind of the moment you dream as a kid when you're practicing in your backyard. There's a 2-2. Aubrey pokes that down the left field line for a foul ball as she tries to play protect there in her zone.
A few feet away from drilling that one all the way down to the corner.
And that would have definitely scored 2 runs for sure.
Leah Dixon does have the speed to score from first base.
She
Crazy
sure
enough to
does.
say.
She sure does. Here's another 2-2 pitch. And softly popped up, and that is the ball game. So Oklahoma Baptist takes the series against the Golden Suns, and that is the ball game as they take the series with this game 3-2 as we try to get in the third game here tomorrow at noon. If you're not here, we will have it here on the live stream on the ATU Athletics YouTube page. Any final thoughts here, Jonah?
Yeah, some good pitching here in game 2. Just the only blunders came in the second inning where OKBU scored 3 runs in the top and Tech scored 2 in the bottom. But now Oklahoma Baptist and Southern Arkansas sit atop of the GAC standings, 22-4, and Arkansas Tech drops to 20-6.
And that is right. And that'll also be Ainsley Moore's first loss on the season as that comes. And so the Golden Suns will try to avoid the sweep tomorrow here at noon. Like I said, it'll be noon first. And that'll be it here on the Arkansas Tech Sports Network for Golden Sun Softball. Thank you very much and good night.